All right, so people, thank you. The design adventure with the Sagrera started with our aim to keep the brand's enduring sporting legacy alive. A legacy we paid tribute to with the Carmen Boulogne. And the Sagrera represents the next stage in this evolution. So I'd like to share with everyone here today that over a century ago, Hispano Suiza presented the Alfonso XIII, which is considered the first ever sports car. It was followed by the Sardina, one of the first single-seaters in history, and the H6 expanded our legacy, our successes tied to this brand. In parallel, alongside all these successes, we coined the idea of the gentleman driver, the figure, the style. This brings to mind mythical Hispano Suiza figures, Zuccarelli, Weyman, Dubonnet, or Lacoste. They settled into the driver's seat of their Hispano Suiza cars and racked up success after success, giving rise spontaneously to this concept, this style of the gentleman driver. So this really inspired the design. You mentioned the Sardina, the Alfonso XIII. I'm sure people recognized them when they came in. We also saw the Alfonso XIII from 1914 in the video. But now let's dive into some details, starting with the front. Tell us a little bit about the splitters and so on. Yes, so there are quite a few interesting points I'd like to point out on the front of the car, starting with the splitter. It was specially designed for this make, to make it more aerodynamic. This is replacing the air curtains that would be found in the front bumpers and the rest of the Carmen range. I'd also like to point out the delicate work we did to put together the grille. This is a carbon fiber grille that's wedge-shaped, recalling the wedges on some of the Alfonso XIIIs at the time. The grille maintains the traditional diamond shape, and we've expanded it, thereby increasing airflow to the central radiator, boosting cooling. Additional air inlets on both sides of the radiator further increase airflow towards the radiator. And of course, I'd like to recall the hood air vents. Conceptually, these are very much in line with what we'll find on the rear panel. So we can already see a few incredible details, and there's much more that I'm sure our guests will be seeing. Let's now move to the sides of the Carmen Sagrera and the side skirts. Well, yes, the Sagrera side skirts were also designed for this car, and they pay tribute to the Alfonso XIII's mudguards. The lines pay tribute to the Cubist painter Amédée Ozenfant, who first drew sketches of these lines and actually put them into his own Alfonso XIII. Now moving along, we have the air inlets. That's right, we have air inlets and vents on both sides. On the front vent, we have a new air vent, and on the back of the vehicle, there is an air inlet that helps to cool everything in the back of the vehicle. So that's where we have important parts like the expansion tanks, inverters, and motors.